Hello. In this video, we're going to be walking through how you're able to use EdPuzzle to model writing instruction for your students. My name is Stephanie Howe, and I'm an instructional technology coach at Pickerington School Districts in Pickerington, Ohio, and that's located in the United States. I have been using EdPuzzle for 9 years, and you can reach me at Mrs. Howe24 on Twitter if you have questions or just need to brainstorm. So, on this, I'm going to kind of walk through my process. I love to use roadmaps. Roadmaps are a great way to help students do big assignments like writing and put them into smaller chunks. So to create this, I use backwards design. So I grab tons of Post-it notes, and on these little Post-it notes, I write the main goal. So for this example, this is with third grade writing. The goal was for students to write a multi-paragraph essay about earthworms. Okay, so that was our goal. Now I needed to get my students to get there. So using that backwards design, I took backwards steps. Okay, well, what do they need to do in order to be successful to write that multi-paragraph? And for us at third grade, because they're just learning how to write, the students really needed to break down the prompt. And so each of these different steps on this roadmap have different instructions for the students, and some of them even have practice for the students to complete. And so, what I like to do, because writing is self paced, you can try to do direct instruction, but what I have found is that students are always moving at a different pace when it comes to writing. And so that's why EdPuzzle has been that solution, because I wanted my students to be able to have one on one conferences with me. I wanted them to be able to move along this roadmap at their own pace. And so what I have kind of done is I've taken videos, I use Screencastify to record, I take those videos, add them to YouTube, and then add them to EdPuzzle. On EdPuzzle, I'm able to add questions, I'm able to add voiceovers, and I can do quick checks with my students in order for them to really be able to see what I am doing. And I just love that piece. And so again, here is kind of that EdPuzzle look of what students are able to see. So they get the video. I can again add questions, voiceovers. I can even look at the reports. So once my students complete this, I can come down here and I'll be able to see the kind of stoplight of how they're doing on those different questions. And I like to use that data to pull up students. If I can tell that a student is maybe going a lot faster than other students, I can pull them up and have them extend their writing by having them add executive, maybe I have them add figurative language, or I can see students who might be behind and I can have them come up and we can do a mini lesson and some practice to work on their writing. So I love how I'm able to pull the data and really start to differentiate my small group instruction based on how students are completing the video along with the questions. Then once students finish, they go on to the next video. Sometimes I password protect these, and on EdPuzzle at the end, I might write a secret word, or I might have the kids come up and ask for that secret word or whatever. And so then after they do that, I might have them password protect this next area, and then they would move on. And so what I'm also able to do is at the end of class, I like to use like an exit ticket and I might just ask students where they're at. And based on that will help me drive my instruction or my mini lesson for the next day. And so again, students are watching videos here using EdPuzzle so I can track that data to conference and provide feedback to my students. And after they complete those independent videos, then they're actually going to use what they have learned from that video in their own writing. So I provide kind of a example and now I want them to apply it. And then they're able to check in with me. And I like to use a Google form where students are able to really check in with me throughout the process if they have questions. So I am constantly conferencing and meeting with students. They're able to tell me if they have a question, if they need to use that restroom, technology issue, teacher check. And then I ask them kind of, what have you done if you have a need tech help? Have you restarted or if you have a question? And I'm able to use all of these different informations in order to really monitor and help my small group instruction.